You guys know how it goes. When the markets are down, most people actually step back and lose interest, but honestly, that's actually the exact moment when you should deep in and see what's worth of your time. So in this video, I wanna show you 6 games that I'm actually checking out lately, and also I wanna show you some potential opportunities that you definitely don't want to miss out, so stay tuned. Hello everyone, I'm Željko and welcome to Crypto Grid channel. So firstly, I wanna tell you that I will be in a 10 days in Dubai at Tokyo 2049 conference. So if you want to meet and chat, feel free to drop me a message and I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Also, if you haven't bought your tickets yet, you can enter the code CryptoGrid10 and you'll get like 10% discount, I think. Also, I will leave the code in the description below so you can use it from here as well. So as I said in the intro, markets are not doing great lately. I think the reason for that is the things that I already mentioned in the past. We have a lot of fake activity, a lot of extractors, while not much real value has been shown. But in the meantime, I usually use that time, besides touching the grass, obviously, I also wanna like deep dive, check out what are the new games or what are maybe the older ones that have high potential, and this is exactly what we're gonna do in this video. So let's deep dive into it. The first game today is the Lost Glitches. It's pretty much a TCG with some RPG elements. The cards stays the same, so you don't have the RPG elements there, but where you have it is pretty much the skill progression, since once you play the game more, once you level up and progress, you're able to take stronger skills over time, which is very helpful in the long run. The thing that I like about this game the most is probably like the balance between offense and defense, because in majority of the TCGs you just drop the minions on the board, they fight each other, and you don't need to balance that much whether you're gonna attack or defend. But here you need to be very careful, and like the amount of HP, which is 20 in their case, is the exact amount that sometimes you win or lose just for 1-2 HP. So you need to be very careful when you wanna push or when you wanna defend. The game can be currently found on Epic Store. It should be added to the Steam as well in the soon future. And pretty much you can earn memory fragments currently, which later on you will be able to convert to memory coins, and with that you will be able to buy more cards, or you're gonna be able to trade them on the market. I think this feature is still not available until Xai develops their own marketplace, but I think that should be done pretty soon. Now it's actually a good moment to start and gain that RPG elements leverage in comparison to the people that would start later on. If you look into the game, man, it's very simple. You have pretty much daily quests and challenges that you're supposed to complete, and the more SP points that you get, you will unlock more skills and professions. As you can see here, for example, you can unlock all of these, and the more skill points that you have, it will allow you pretty much to build different strategies around your decks. When it comes to the decks, there are pretty much 5 different syndicates where each of them are focused on one special version. So one is more focused on board control, another one is more focused on clearing, another one is focused on like stunning your opponents. And I've seen people making very unique decks from these, built around different cards, built around different combos, and the meta is pretty balanced. If you go to the season, you can see like how you played the last games. As you can see here, I have pretty solid win rate. The season started, I think, pretty much 3-4 days ago. Last one I managed to get to the diamond. I hope to get to the eternal this season, so let's see how it goes. If you need help to start out, I can maybe give you some packs, so if you decide to check the game out and try it, feel free to message me and I'll try to get some codes for you to help you to start out easier. They also recently organized the first tournament, and I think there will be more of this in the future, so there will be more earning opportunities both from tournaments and both from earning memories at the end of the season based on your rankings. The next game is Calamity. It's an action RPG dungeon crawler. I really like this one since they're doing multiple playtests and I think they really want to nail down and fix pretty much everything before they officially release the game. So they recently have a $20,000 playtest, and from what they announced on X, there were like the people that won played over 100 hours during that week when game was available, and there was like 44,000 dungeons cleared. That's pretty much insane number. This one is super fun. I did a full review of this game on my channel, so you can check that one as well. I will post the link in the description. Below, pretty much you are leveling up, clearing dungeons, upgrading your character. The unique aspect is that you can pretty much with one click transfer from archer to mage to warrior and adjust your skills based on your preference, which is really nice. So you don't need to level up and create a new character from scratch. Yeah, you will start at level 1, but you will have all the gear that you already farmed up with your other character, which is awesome. So definitely join their Discord to stay up to date with their next playtest. The third game today is Fishing Frenzy. It's made by Uncharted GG on Running Network. It's pretty much a fishing RPG game where you're pretty much fishing, upgrading your character, cooking the fish that you made, and you need to level up as much as possible since it unlocks the new fishes that you can actually catch, and it gives you high percentage to catch fishes of a higher rarity. One suggestion that I will give you is like when you're upgrading, make sure to upgrade the reel first because it will make your fishing life easier. For example, if you try to do one catching, let's see, the area with which you are catching the fish will be much larger and it will be much easier to catch the fish. Maybe I'm a noob, but at least for me, this made it way more easier to not miss the fish. I will fail this one. Okay, we got it literally in the last second. So once you take few upgrades of these, then you can look at other things, but this is what I would suggest you to do first for sure, because all the other multipliers are pretty much based on the fact that you will actually catch the fish. And what I saw on their X is that somebody posted that they earned like 90 Ronin in this season, which is pretty good actually. They invested around 50 Ronin, which is like 35 Ronin profit, which is not bad because you don't play this game a lot and the gameplay is actually pretty fun. They're also rewarding people that are highly positioned on the leaderboard. It's around 10,000 RON, which is at the current price around $5,000, which is not low, especially since the odds that RON will go up in the future is pretty high. The next one is Infinity Heroes. This game is on Say Network. It's auto chess battler. It has pretty unique playstyle, and this is the reason why I like it. You're compiling a team with your own champions. You can assign any heroes with any group that you want to, and you compile a team of hero and 6 units, and in the battle you try to pull the best possible team in order to beat your opponent. Now they have a season 2 or 3, I'm not sure exactly, and the winners are getting Infinity tokens. Since this game is not played by a lot of people, it's actually pretty easy to enter into top 50, so it's pretty much free Infinity tokens if you like auto chess battlers. Also, in my opinion, this is one of the best in terms of like attack synchronization, like how each unit is completely different and has unique abilities in comparison to other one. There are some balance changes that should be done in the longer run, especially if you look at the leveling. But I was told that there is around 30 levels, so whenever you get to level 30, which is not easy by the way, you will have fair battle versus pretty much anyone, or you will be in advantageous position, so it's good for you. I will post a link to this game in the description below. If I have referral, I always post referral links. If I don't have it, I just post the regular link to the game. The next one is King of Destiny. This is, I think, exactly what the market wants now. It's combination of war plus Gamblify game. They have a lot of events recently, and if you look, for example, at the rewards of the last events, it's like 25,000 gods plus Ultimate Pass. The Ultimate Pass is now worth around 0.8 ETH plus the gods price. The reward is pretty much around $2,000. So this game, actually, you can like start with $10. You won't win 2,000, but you can actually win really nice money. And now when the market is in downturn, now it might be a good moment to enter the game. But if you're entering more aggressively, make sure to wait in other factors. I'm usually ranked around 40 on the leaderboard. Make sure that you have your multipliers active if you wanna start investing more aggressively and not just to enter into the prize pool. Once you open the game during events, usually need to collect around 10,900 of different things in order to complete the event, and I found the best way to do it is with 25 multipliers, since it's the balance between the time that you spend to do it in combination with luck and value that you're getting out of it. If you go higher, you might complete the event faster, but if you're unlucky, you will spend a lot of rolls until you complete the event. I think as for many games, traction drops post TGE. This game is relatively post TGE as well. So again, and now with this market narrative, now it would be a good moment to enter, or maybe even wait slight a bit, but make sure to wait in everything before you start playing it more aggressively. This is pretty fun and addicting, so make sure to evaluate from time to time how you're doing. The last game for today is Gods Unchained. It's one of the first games that I started playing in the Web3 space. It's the oldest TCG for sure, but it's one of the games that almost nobody speaks about. I'm not sure what's the reason. The playstyle is really good. The thing that I dislike is that there is not enough changes to the decks, to the meta, as there should be as the game progresses. I realize that many people don't like that as well. The price of a token decrease. So if you're looking to start to play, now it's a good time to compile your deck and start playing the game, since this will be like maybe the cheapest moment that you will be able to do, especially like this is one of the flagship immutable games, so I hope that they will actually work to improve it in the long run. Recently they also added battle passes. I saw some streamers actually laughing about how you pretty much get nothing with buying battle pass besides spending the money on it, and I hope this is the area where they will improve. Now I think they are still in the exploratory phase. Even though I expected much further progress, I still believe in the game, since it's one of my favorite Web3 games actually. Alongside with that, since this is the game on IMX, some good opportunities now lays in playing immutable games. Last week I got an epic key. Now I got uncommon key, or paying I think around 500 points in order to buy the key for the each week. But as you can see, somebody got pretty much $10,000 worth of IMX, and if the IMX prices return to the previous high, this amount would be insane, actually a life-changing amount of money for many people. So now I try to go to immutable play, and pretty much I try to complete majority of these quests. I think the only one I didn't play is Raven quest. I completed this one. I completed the Guild of Guardians one. I completed, this is the older ones, and if you scroll back you will see that I have some of these completed, and I'm currently sitting around 3,500 gems. This is ones that should also be approved in my screen. Yeah, you can see that I completed actually a lot of quests. I'm not sure why not all of them are actually showing up that I think I completed. But it's a good opportunity. I got like $30 worth of IMX in the last week, so it's something you should definitely check out. Another chain that I faded slightly at the start is Abstract, because I thought that streaming space is really competitive and it's very difficult to break through there. And recently, maybe a bit late, but it's never too late. I waited a bit to see how the things will play out. Now I actually started streaming on Abstract, so you can follow me. I will leave the link in the description below. I try to complete these weekly medals, weekly quests, farm some XP. I'm still in the bronze tier, but I started climbing up. Also, I'm still in the process of exploring their games. I often try not to hop on something that's super trending like Cambria. Maybe that's not the best sometimes from the financial aspect, but I like to see whether the hype stays or it goes away once the playtest or season is over. But yeah, I think Abstract people really know how to market the product, how to keep the mindshare, which is really difficult to do in a Web3 space. And this is the reason why I started increasing my attention towards Abstract, since I think the people there really know what they're doing. And I'm really looking forward to see how it evolves in the future. The last one for today, and a game where I had opportunity to play a playtest with other creators, it's a Project O. I think even at the early stages, the game looks very polished. The card art is good. Animations are good. I like the concept where you have three boards. I always like the TCGs where you need to balance things out instead of just like dropping your stuff, overflooding the board or something like that. So this one is really unique. It's already well polished. Also, what I think is important that when you start playing, you immediately understand the game and you don't have any problems with that part, since that makes onboarding really easy. And this is one of the parts where many Web3 games actually struggle, that people can't connect the wallet or they have some random issues, or when they play the game is either like too complicated that you can't understand it and you need to play a lot to understand it, or it doesn't have any depth at all. I think Project O is something where it's super easy to start playing, but I think it will be very difficult to master, especially since some of the mechanics, like you can't see where your opponent is dropping a minion, and you have some unique abilities in the middle of the board that pretty much switches every game, and every game you have a different one. So I guess this will affect meta a lot, that you will never have one dominant deck, because based on the things that are shown on the board ability, like different decks will be better in different situations, which I think is a really interesting concept. Anyway, I hope that you like the video. Drop me in the comments below what games are you playing, what games are you looking to play in the future that might get released. So thank you for staying until then. Stay strong and healthy. Bye.